things that we do, we're both in the real estate, commercial real estate and business brokering in our firm here, but we don't use banks or escrow company or title companies for businesses. And I'm sure you could, but we have found we've got a great little closing escrow business closing company located here in the Seattle area, and they're helpful. And I put them right into the purchase and sell agreement, their name, and I put the person that her right in there, the one that Gina Lou is, our gal, yeah, and Gina gets a hold of the buyer and the seller, and she talks to them and asks them for various things too. She's very helpful. We've done transactions through her, and we've had a lot of phenomenal comments from the buyers and the sellers about her. Now, that may be just a, one-off for her, but they are transactional and they are business closers. And I think you have to be careful who closes it for you. You need to research your area to find who does it in your area, but I think needs to be a business escrow company. And that's where the earnest money goes. That's where everything goes. And since we all have electronic DigiSign, I just put them in there as get a copy of the documents. And so they're notified right up front, and they're located in the PSA. So everyone's on board with them. And if they don't want to be, they shouldn't sign the agreement. So that's kind of the way we have it.
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely correct. I mean, having a good closing, escrow here on the West Coast, we use escrow companies, and most of the rest of the country uses closing attorneys. But yeah, you definitely need, especially here in California, your escrow company can make or break your deal. So you got to have a good business escrow. Don't use residential escrows because.
And here's another tip, Tanya.
Yeah.
Our gal, Gina Louie, has attorneys she likes too. I said, who do you like working with? Who doesn't blow up the deal? Give me 2 or 3 names here so I can give them out to clients. And she did. I have some good attorneys, some good transactional attorneys that can talk to business owners, and they've done business closings. As everyone here on this call knows, there's estate planners and there's people that defend criminals, and there's probably business attorneys, right? So find a business attorney, not your best buddy down the street that says he's got a law degree. Even though Tanya's got a law degree, I bet you use other attorneys, right?
Oh yeah. No, I definitely do. And actually we're really fortunate because CAB, California Association of Business Brokers, we've got actually my favorite attorney is actually on our board of directors, as is my favorite escrow officer. She also is an attorney. The owner of the escrow company, and I've been using her for years. And what's great is that because she's an attorney and the owner of the escrow company, she can do super complex escrows, or anything that gets complicated. I mean, she can figure out how to handle it and make sure it gets done correctly, which is awesome. So yeah, you've got to have a really good team. You got to have a really good team to get your closing.
For us in California, Tanya, can you give a plug to those attorneys in escrow? Can you give a little comment?
Yeah, Sally Roshan at Secured Trust Escrow.
Okay.
Secured Trust Escrow. They're in Torrance, I believe. But it doesn't matter where they are because everything's done electronically.
Yep.
But yeah, Sally Roshan. And then transaction attorneys, you definitely need some good transaction attorneys. Scott Williams is the one I was talking about that's on our board, on the CAB board. He's a great attorney. He knows how to get deals done. He'll protect the seller, but he's not going to protect the seller at the cost of killing the deal. And he doesn't make decisions for sellers or for buyers. He's going to identify what the risks are and let them determine which risks they're willing to assume which risks can be mitigated and all of that. So he's a good guy. And he also doesn't write 5-page amendments to the asset purchase agreement to drive everybody crazy. He doesn't churn fees. There's nothing worse than an attorney that's just going to write a bunch of nonsense to churn fees. That makes me crazy. So
Thank you.
Yep, of course. Yeah, thanks, Dick. Great point.